Hello there. My name is Annie Rudin, and I am the owner and founder of the Pronunciation Pro online training program. I'm really excited to share my story with you today because I believe that telling our stories can be an incredibly powerful way to connect with each other. So back in 2006, I got a master's degree in communication sciences. I then went on to do more training to get my certification, my national certification, to become a licensed speech language pathologist, or more commonly known as a speech therapist. So my supervisor at the time was working with students doing accent reduction training and invited me to participate in these trainings. My very first accent student was a Spanish-speaking woman. She was incredibly talented and very motivated to improve. I used the training that I had learned through my master's program and helped her to hear and understand the differences between the way she spoke English and the way a native speaker spoke English. She did the work, she followed through with the practice, and I could see the skill and the confidence just building inside of her week by week. So this experience completely transformed me. I fell in love with her and fell in love with this work. Here I had a high-achieving, very intelligent, and ambitious professional, and the only thing limiting her from her career growth was the way that she spoke English. It felt like there was this dam that was blocking what she could do in her career. And by helping her remove that language barrier, I could help her unleash her full potential. It was like turning a key and unlocking this whole new world for her. What was exciting is that before starting this training, from her perspective, changing the way that she spoke English was completely overwhelming and almost impossible. But from my perspective, it was so exciting because through my clinical training, I knew exactly how to help her change her speech habits so she could be easily understood. It was an exact science. My master's program taught me a research-based, step-by-step method that worked every time. It wasn't a question of whether or not it would work. The question was, one, could I gain her trust to allow me to help her? And two, could I help motivate her to do the work? Because it wasn't just going to happen automatically. Like any important skill, it took consistent practice and training, and I needed to help her catch the vision of what was possible for her so that she could keep working towards her goal. As a teacher, I take these two responsibilities very seriously. To first earn the trust of my students, and second, to help them stay motivated to do the work until they reach their goal. So that really was the point when I committed fully to American accent training. It became an obsession for me. So over the next few years, I trained dozens and dozens of clients one-on-one and discovered patterns and different ways of teaching that were helping my students get amazing results. This eventually turned into the Pronunciation Pro online training course. And this online program then allowed me to get this high-level training out to more people all over the world in an even more powerful way. Now, this could be the end of the story, but it wasn't. There's a second part to this story that brings even more power. So my belief from the beginning of creating this program was that as I helped my students improve their spoken English, then they'd automatically feel confident, right? Be understood, be confident. Well, this was the case for most of my students, but I also found that some students, no matter how advanced they got in their English skills, they still felt extremely insecure when they spoke English. I realized that there was more to confidence than just building English skills. I had some idea about what was happening in their minds, but I didn't have a clear understanding yet. Well, at this point, I experienced some major challenges in my personal life. I had just given birth to my fourth baby boy. I have 5 boys now, but this is when I had my fourth baby boy, and my husband, who had a long history of mental health challenges, started really struggling mentally and emotionally. We started diving deep into therapy and coaching and reading books and articles and anything we could get our hands on when it came to understanding mental health so that we could find answers. This became like a part-time job for both of us as we committed ourselves to this incredible challenge. Well, the beautiful blessing that emerged from this very challenging experience is that I came to understand confidence in a completely new way. And of course, I was so excited to share it with my students. The results have been absolutely incredible. After teaching it live for over a year, I finally put it into a brand new video training course that is included as a bonus for all of our Pronunciation Pro members. So now I have the Pronunciation Pro course that teaches the skills of speaking English like a native speaker. And I have the Confident Pro Mindset course, which teaches my students how to think confidently while speaking English. So the phrase, be understood, be confident, has taken on a whole new meaning that I want to share with every non-native English speaker who is struggling with their spoken English and their confidence. If you have a dream for your life and a vision of what you want to achieve, but your English skills and your confidence are keeping you stuck and frustrated, then I'm here to help. Let's work on removing that language barrier so you can unlock your full potential. If this sounds like you, then I encourage you to join me at Pronunciation Pro. And just as I've shared my story with you today, I hope that someday I get to hear your transformational story of how you learn to speak clear and confident American English so you could achieve your life's purpose. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again in my next video.
Your voice is important and needs to be heard. If you're ready to speak English clearly and with greater confidence, I invite you to start your free 7-day trial at pronunciationpro.com.